Hello and welcome to Blue Marble Photography, and I'm not going to be doing any tutorial today or anything like that. I just want to rant. I hope you don't mind. I haven't been making any videos lately because I haven't been doing any photography. It's really it's so annoying. It's very frustrating to a certain degree, but it's one of those things where we're remodeling the inside of our house. I have to stay on task. I have to stay on schedule, and that will be coming to its biggest part of the end here pretty soon. But in the meantime, I'm having to pay attention to future things for Blue Marble Photography, and one of those things was getting an updated computer. Now I have an Asus ROG gaming computer, but I don't like working on laptops. That's just me. I prefer a nice big screen on a PC, and I've hooked it up to a larger screen, and that's really annoying. I really don't like doing that. So I was in the market to get a new desktop, and I ended up getting it from Costco. So that's one of the three companies I want to talk about. I want to talk about Costco, MSI, Asus, and I also want to talk about Magix, who is now providing the Vegas editing system for software or app, whatever you want to call it, for video editing. So I did get the Costco MSI Aegis computer, and it has 32 gig RAM. I think it's 4,800 hertz per minute or per second, and it's pretty fast. And it also has, I think it's a 13th generation i7 along with a 4060 NVIDIA 4060 Ti, I think. I'm not even sure. I don't even care, okay? I don't care about the specs. I just want my computer to go fast. That was the whole idea behind all this updating and stuff, is I want to be able to make 4K videos at a much faster speed than what I was with my little laptop. And my old i7 computer. It's like 5th generation or something. So it's, it struggles. So, so here's the thing. So I get this, so just to let you know, if you want to set, for me, this is what worked. If you want to set your MSI computer to render things faster for you, now I found all kinds of options in there. MSI Center, and there's all kinds of things that I set it to, but I went to render this video 4K, 40 minutes long, with it was just basic FX, just brightness and contrast and color correction. That was it. And it was like 3 hours long. So, it's like, that's not good. I was getting that specific video took 2.5 hours on my Asus, and that was with all the other editing that I put in there. So I went into the MSI, and this is what I hate having to do, is make the thing work, I just want it to work. So I went in and I set it up for a creator, right? I went into their MSI Center, I went in there, set it up, this is what I wanted to do, closed it, and then ran it to render. It's like 3 hours long. Come on, what I didn't realize is that in MSI Creator, it'll give you different options right up front, and I just pushed performance. And instead of closing the window, I left it open, and then I went to render this over 40 minute video, 4K, with multiple cuts, with multiple overlays with photography, with multiple tweaks to, the basic effects, just basic editing effects, color correction and brightness and contrast. And I tweaked the volumes and all that. I went in there, just did all the stuff that you do to make your sound as good as you can. I don't need to get into all that. But I did all that as well, and now it's burning at an hour and a half. So props to you, to MSI, to making it as simple as me just looking at this and pushing the one button, because that's all I want to have to do. I don't want to have to get into BIOS. I don't want to have to fix things. And I get it, sometimes that happens. Sometimes it happens because, you know, when you're working with Microsoft, when you're working with a PC, you have different companies coming together trying to accomplish something. So I get it, sometimes that happens. And I say that because I've been with the Sony product, which used to be for Vegas. Now it's Magix. They own it. Since, I don't know, 2000, whatever. I started with Screen Blaster and just stayed with Sony. And I've tried to be a loyal customer to that product line. I graduated to Vegas because I wanted the power that it had for all my editing. So I started having problems with my little Asus, and I don't know if it's the Ryzen or if it's NVIDIA, if it's updates, because those things happen. I understand that. Sometimes an update will come along just from Microsoft, and all of a sudden you're crashing and things are happening, and you have to report it so they can fix it. That's just the way the beast is when you're working within a Microsoft paradigm where there are lots of companies coming together to make one thing work. So anyway, what happened was I sent the issue over to Magix, to their customer service, and we did a couple of emails and stuff like that, and then they requested that I send over all of my hardware data, or whatever you call it. I don't care what you call it. They just asked for it, and I wasn't. You know, I'm in the middle of doing stuff, you know. So it took me a long time. It took like 6 weeks, maybe even longer, to get back to them. I sent them the data, and they sent me an email and said, "No, your ticket's closed." What? Why is my ticket closed? And on top of that, they sent me an email asking that I would rate them because, you know, they fixed my problem, was basically what they were saying, because they closed the ticket. It's like, no, wait a minute. You don't close, and this is just me, you don't close my ticket until you know that it's fixed. I didn't tell you it was fixed. So Magix, if you're listening, that ain't cool, man. I'm telling you, I'm going to send you the data again. I'm going to open another ticket, and hopefully I'll be able to follow up quicker because I'm not messing around with what I have to do in real life, okay? So just do me a favor and just stay with me this time, and please don't close my ticket if I have an issue until I say it's fixed, okay? That's not a good system. That's not customer service, okay? You can't make that assumption. I mean, you can, but all you're going to do is lose customers because there are lots of other options. And I'm a loyal customer, and I've been loyal a long time, okay? Almost 20 years with this whole system. Anyway, I just wanted to say that. And I do want to say this. Thank you, MSI. And this shaved off about 40% of what my other computer, my better computer, was taking to render this one video. Now I'm hoping that once I get my issues squared away with Magix and the Vegas product, I'm hoping that maybe Asus can come along and get me into a better track for this little laptop, because when I use it, I don't want to have to burn for 2.5 hours when I know that it shouldn't take that long. With a Ryzen 9 and an NVIDIA 2050 card, it just shouldn't take that long. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. And I'm expecting too much. Anyway, thanks for listening, and keep shooting, keep going with your photography. I'm going to make more videos. I just haven't had time to go out to make new work, and I'll be doing that soon. See you then.